everybody to Lemon Kitsune, and wow, I am completely breaking that one up. Anyhow, we're here for Pixels for People. We are running for Child's Play, and that is a foundation designed to bring money for children's charities and hospitals. They've gotten all the way out to 109 hospitals worldwide, bringing games and love to all these children happily. We have with us ZG, who's running Castlevania Dracula X. It looks like bad ending. Really? A bad ending? Wow. ZG, who is your commentator?
No, Kenshin's running and I'm commentating.
Okay, I got that backwards. Okay, Kenshin, I'm sorry. Kenshintrek is the one running. I apologize for that. I am getting backwards here.
It's okay.
ZG is the commentary. So
Yes.
welcome. Give us a little update to you.
All right, guys. So I'll be commentating Kenshin's bad ending run in a bit. Bad ending is essentially the fastest category for this game. It has more runners than the other categories: good ending, best ending, and whip only. And being a top runner, I'm going to tell you guys what Kenshin will be doing in this run right now. So he's doing a lot of jumping, and basically that's going to be much faster than just typically walking. He's going to be doing some backflips so he can go up the stairs a bit quicker. Sometimes he will be doing some damage boosts and bounce off enemies. And right now he's making some pretty good work so far. He used the knives to get rid of that nasty skeleton. And he's doing a backward moonwalk jump, as I like to call it in my runs. And basically what he's doing is he is making sure the Medusa heads are following him from the back instead of the front. Now he's going to be jumping on some more stairs. He's getting some hearts to set up for the boss fight coming up soon. He only needs like a certain amount of hearts to activate this item crash, and that will be used a lot on a good number of bosses in this game. He is going to get the cross. So basically, he needs that to effectively kill the upcoming boss really quick in a set of 2 item crashes. Each item crash costs about a good number of hearts. He needs 15 per item crash with the cross. So he'll definitely have more than enough to tackle this upcoming boss, the Cerberus. And he's, again, trying to jump to quicken the movement in this game. And he's going to get into position to take out the first boss. Right there, that's a good mark to activate the first item crash. And then there goes the second one. Easy kill. A lot of these... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Does this game have one of the heart counts where you need to keep a certain specific amount of hearts before the end stage, or is it just whatever?
No, it's pretty much whatever. It really doesn't matter, honestly. All right, this stage is a little scary. It's going to be a collapsing bridge level, and these iguanas are going to try to spit fire in your face and get you to fall. But Kenshin's doing pretty good movement right now. Again, you gotta jump, and he's gonna execute a set of... Oof. That's a tough one. Alright. So he's gonna try again to get through this level. This level is very scary, because once you get into the castle, you're pretty much golden on your way to the next boss. But this level is really hard. So you gotta be careful when to strike the iguanas. This is what I thought he was gonna do at first. Toss the crosses instead of using the item crash. So this way he can keep jumping and then get rid of the iguanas. All right, he makes it to the castle entrance. He's gonna be encountering some skeletons and some bats on this level. He's gathering hearts in the process, so that's always a good thing. He's also using the cross to destroy the boxes from those skeletons that are thrown at you. He's finally inside the castle. He just finished the courtyard, and he's definitely not picking up that knife. He is going to... Okay, he's just had trouble getting rid of that eyeball enemy. So I'm hoping he's going to do what I think he's going to do. No, he's going to destroy the... yeah, he does jump over the knight, and he's going to do this nice strat. Hopefully he bounces off the spears and end up on the top platform, which he does. Very nice. Going up the stairs. This is the last section before the boss fight. All right. So he's going to get that meat. and then he's gonna jump over the last set of eyes before fighting this phantom bat boss. He's gonna set up a whole bunch of yeah, he's doing a good job. You gotta toss him as many as you can. And I think he might be doing an item crash. There it goes. He's gonna do the item crash. And yeah, that was a very nice setup from Kenshin. Taking out the second boss quick as hell. Sometimes this will save a few frames. You can actually grab the gem in midair instead of waiting for it to fall down. So that was a nice air grab from him. All right, so now he's going to go to the third level. Now, and this is the level which separates the endings, so to speak. So bad ending, he's going to drop at a certain section and he's going to end up in the catacombs. If you were to go the good ending or best ending route, you would traverse through a certain section, which is incredibly hard to maneuver through. And that will lead to the Dullahan night fight. And like I said, that room is hell before you get to that third boss. But luckily, Kenshin doesn't have to go through that because he just has to maneuver through this, the waterway, and once he gets through the stairs in that room, he should be getting to the room where he's going to enter bad ending territory. All right, so honestly, the hard count really doesn't matter as much. You're going to be using very little item usage because this is a very short level for bad ending. I don't think he's going to attempt to do this. Yeah, I didn't think so. On that ledge, there is a special trick which top runners do, which you can actually bounce off a bat and end up on the top of the stairs and having to take the long way around. Even I myself having trouble doing that very hard trick a few times, but it saves a lot of time. He's going to use the enemy sacks to go through the boneheads, and then he's going to drop right here. He just wants to get a few hearts, just for the hell of it. Oh, actually, hold up. I'm sorry, my fault. The heart count does transfer from stage to stage, so it actually does matter. Sorry about that. All right, so Catacombs is an interesting level. So he's checking out all the skeletons that are coming out. I wonder if he's gonna do this setup trick to end up on the top platform. No, he's not. He's just gonna get grab the axe. But there is a trick you can do, which if you time it just right, you can actually bounce off that Red Knight's axe and end up on the top position. So just like with the first stage, he's gonna do the moonwalk jumping to avoid incoming bats, and he's gonna come to the next set of stairs, which will lead to probably the only enemy in the game that's one of a kind. And there's this golden skull enemy that he's going to try to backflip over. There he goes. He got it. All right. So this guy takes a lot of hits, and you don't waste your time fighting him. And you can easily bypass the bone snake, like so. And this is a nice muddy section, and there's going to be some mud enemies coming about. He's going to grab that heart. He needs that for the upcoming boss fight. By the way, the next boss fight is amongst one of the fastest in the game, if properly executed. These mud enemies will try to slow Kenshin's movement, but I think for the most, and then he uses the spikes to boost him. And that rock has a meat, but he doesn't need it. This boss is relatively easy, which is going to be coming up next.
Are you really going to jinx it?
No, of course not. All right, he's gonna play a little game of tennis with the axes with this boss, tossing on from left to right, left to right, left to right. So, and he's gonna make sure he gets the shots in early to spawn, to not chance any enemies he conjures. And the second phase of the fight is relatively easy. He has lesser health, and all he has to do is just chug the axes, and that's it. All right, he's pretty good.
The one Castlevania where the axe is actually good.
Pretty much, I agree. And that's going to come in handy for the next set of boss fights. Except for this one coming up, which is probably the hardest boss in this route. Let's see if he sets up this nice skip. Nice. He bounced off the axe just in time, and now he's already on the next section of the level. Very good execution with that skip. And the axe is coming very handy in this section. This is Fleaman Alley. You'll be dealing with a lot of bats and fleamen. And it's even harder for the top runners to even get through this section without getting hit, because this is a hell of a mess of a level. But he should be pretty okay for the most part. And like I said, the fleamans have random movement, so you have no idea what they're capable of. All right, he's gonna make it up these set of stairs. He's gonna get the holy water. Honestly, the holy water, by the way, is not gonna be used for the boss coming up. But he's gonna need the holy water to traverse through the next set of enemies. Because they do multi-hits, which is then these spear guys take forever to kill. So he's gonna drop down, bounce off, and he's gonna do this nice skip. If he times it correctly, he's going to bounce off the spear knight, and he's gonna end up on the top left-hand section where the stairs are at. You just gotta lure them over, and sometimes this skip can be a pain in the ass to set up. But once he does a backflip, boom, easy time save right there. So now he's going to take a death because he's going to need the life count for the upcoming boss fight. And he's going to need a certain amount of hearts to hoping he gets the clock because that will definitely take out the next boss much faster. And normally there are faster ways to get through this section, but these knights can be a pain in the ass because you make one wrong move and you're going to die. Otherwise, he's pretty much taking it easy. So when he gets to this next set of platforms, I'm pretty sure he's going to be picking up this clock and some hearts, and then he should be good. So he has 30 hearts, so he has 2. He's going to activate the item crash for the clock. It's going to surround a whole bunch of circles around him. That's going to do multi-damage because this boss barely has any iframes, which is really nice. And if the werewolf boss gets continuously hit, he will try to get away instead of trying to execute attacks on you. But he has no need to activate the item crash a second time, so he's pretty good. He'll do every boss in this game, by the way, will always try to do some kind of final attack to do, any damage to try to kill you. But the damage is very minimal versus Ronald with Blood. All right, so we got 2 more stages. We got 2 more stages left in this game, and this stage can be hell because it's the clock tower coming up. So, but the stairs before the clock tower is even more troublesome because you got a whole bunch of these crows to deal with, and they will do. There are a good number of these enemies in this run. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna be ignoring the bone enemies, and he's just gonna try to get past all these crows. And he's gonna perform a back jump to bounce off that knight enemy. He missed it, so he doesn't have to get through the last set of platforms. He's having trouble bouncing off the enemy, so I guess he looks like he's about to kill him. There he goes. He got it. And this section, you just jump this. You don't have to. That's a long section. You don't have to worry about it. Just jump on those moving platforms. Normally we use the clock to get past this guy before he even moves into position, so we don't have to worry about killing him. Looks like he needs to cross, but ultimately, before he fights the next boss, he's gonna need the axe. Okay, he's gonna do some nice movements. Yeah, the spear enemies will try to block the crosses because they can easily deflect it. Okay, he did a nice backflip on the gear. Very nice. And this section is very critical. You don't want those skulls throwing you to the abyss down below. So that's why he's taking it easy. All right, so good. He's making really good movement on this level. He's going to jump over the red knight. And this is where he's going to be picking up the axe. And there's also wall meat from one of the candles, so to speak. So I guess you can call it candle meat. He's going to use the axe to pick up the candle meat. And he's getting ready to set up probably one of the easiest boss fights if you have the axe. Because this boss can be very troublesome otherwise if you try to use the knife, which is in the room next to the boss coming up. I think he's gonna probably get some more hearts. Yes, and that's it. That's a nice setup to get as many hearts as you can. So now he's ready to take on Carmilla. He's gonna do a setup. If he times it right, sometimes the same axe can hit the boss twice, which will do more damage. The axe will do a lot of damage to this boss. It's crazy. If you were to do the good or bad best ending for this game, you'll be fighting Death instead, and Death is a much harder boss fight than this. So luckily, he doesn't have to deal with that enemy. But he makes good, quick work of Carmel, and he's about ready to enter the final level of this game. Not relatively long level, but I wonder if he's going to do some quick strats to get through certain areas faster. Otherwise, it's always to play it safe and just get to the very top, and it's going to be like a moving set of platforms to get to Dracula. Again, just jumping up the stairs instead of just normally walking up, because that will take forever. He's going to do some jump attacks on those ghouls. He's going to try to go through the bone guy, which is very nice because it'll take forever to go through that long wall of bone enemies. And he's going to get that meat from the bone snake. I wonder if he's going to try to bypass this skeleton. Yes, he does. All right. So you could do this the normal way, or there's a tricky way to do damage boost to bounce off enemies and get up much faster. But it looks like he's gonna do it the safe way and get to the very top. So this is the section I was talking about earlier. There is a nice little setup if you were to go on the lower platform and then boost off an enemy to jump and on the top. But this is the relatively easy path to go by. So it's really nice. He's going to be picking up some hearts. He's going to need at least a good chunk to get rid of Drac, because this is the best weapon to use against him. Honestly, without the axe, this fight is hell. Not to mention, you got these bottomless platforms to deal with. Every time the Drac teleports like a couple of platforms away, you can relatively do up to 3 axes per cycle. But if he throws the 2 big black balls, then you can only hit him twice instead. But you basically have to play a guessing game with this. And you have to keep an ear out for when he's about to throw the fireballs or when he's about to throw those big black balls instead. You get hit by one of them one time, it's pretty much a done deal because you'll be tossed into the abyss. So, like I said, there is no specific setup of where Drac teleports. This is a completely RNG fight. So you just have to rely on luck for him to end really quick. And he got a good setup. So now he's in a right position to keep chugging the axes in his second form, the Speedo form of Drac, as a good number of people tend to term it. He tries to do Kaiser Wave, missed, it's not in range, and he finishes it. So as soon as he grabs the orb, it will be time. All right, 17-17. That is a relatively good time for this game. Kenshin did a pretty good job of getting through this game, and that's all I can say. This is a good game, guys. A lot of people give this hate versus the superior Rondo of Blood version, but for the most part, this is still a challenging but good Castlevania game to get through. And with that, I'll take my leave. Lemon, thank you very much.
Thank you for showing up and having the conversation for him, because I know Kenshin is concentrating very hard there. And again, thank you everybody for showing up and having fun with us and donating what you can. Please, please don't wound yourself with donating. It's very important that everybody do what they can with what they can. As Child's Play, pardon me, excuse me. Child's Play would love to have the money, but we need you guys to have your own safety as well. And we will begin to our next match, which is Oregon Mike with... Oh, great. Now my computer's starting to let...